Alright, hello everybody. As you can see, we are here in the Spring Professionals Grand Finals. This is where everything comes to a close for the spring season of 2021. Joker versus RGN are going to be the two teams that are going to be going head to head to determine who is the grand champion. First map that we're going to be watching them face off against is going to be Yukon. Now, this is a map that we've seen each of these teams play quite a few times throughout the course of this season. And I believe these teams have met each other on Yukon at least a few times before, similar to RGN versus Pramo. So it should be interesting to see how they have developed their strategies in terms of trying to counter each other. But anyways, as we have seen before on Yukon, Mouse is going to be played. Each of these teams going to be taking at least one. Dragon Krieg going to be taking one for RGN. Jokers are going to be taking two, Assassin and Raindrop, heading those tanks there. Rain has readied up their lineup now. They have 3 IS-4s, 2 E5s, and a Vickers Light, along with that Mouse we pointed out earlier. Meanwhile, Jokers are going to be taking double Mice, double E5s, double Crans, and a single IS-4. An interesting thing to note should be that the only mobile tank going to be played on this map by either team is going to be His Royal Fatness, heading the Vickers Light. Now, this should mean that RGN should get an informational advantage early on in the game should they run the Vickers through an aggressive strat. Now, at the same time, Jokers will have a little bit more leeway in terms of push force. They have more HP just because of those double mice and the fact that they won't be taking a mobile tank, but they will be down on DPM, especially since they are running those double Krans as well. And if you don't know, Kran is going to be one of the worst DPM, if not the worst DPM at tier 10. But of course, the advantage that it does get is very strong frontal turret armor, as well as having that auto reloader mechanic, which makes it pretty good at focus firing and being able to pick out targets early. But we'll just have to see how each team plays. RGN should be at a little bit of a disadvantage in a sort of head-to-head brawl. Well, actually not even necessarily. They are like a little bit lighter, but they do have a little bit of a DPM advantage, so head-to-head, Vickers Light could come in clutch in terms of being able to pick out focus targets and open up some angles. Especially if RGN are able to ignore the mice, but if Jokers are able to throw the mice in RGN's face, it could be a different story. But anyways, we're going to be kicking it off now. Yukon first map played. RGN versus Jokers. The final matchup of the spring 2021 season going down now. Team captains going to be Wide Moe and I believe Assassin for Jokers. We'll see whose team is able to take home the #1 spot. We got some good lucks in the chat, so good sportsmanship it looks like so far. And we see his Royal Fatness going to be going through the middle in an aggressive spotting run here. Might be able to spot Assassin depending on the timing. Racist Tails, as we can see, has also pushed up fairly aggressively. Now with the speed boost of the E5, he's actually very quick to get to an aggressive position. Hated Fate spotted. Fadu spotted as well. They got spotted through the bush somehow. Might be a little bit of a gap there. But anyways, Racist Tails taking a lot of hits. RGN gonna be playing aggressive here. They're getting intercepted by those Krons though. TJF Blue taking a lot of hits. He's in a crossfire and he might even go down soon. Raydrop with another shot into him. Down to 445 HP. Assassin should have the pickup and he's able to get the first kill of the game. RGN haven't done a lot of damage in return. Glory and Zeta gonna be boxed by those double mice. Zeta taking a lot of hits, 763 HP left, and he looks like he's gonna go down very soon to either Assassin or Raindrop. Blacktail's looking for the kill, actually going to be able to pick him up, and RGN already find themselves down 2 tanks. Blacktails might go down soon, but RGN are down on the HP, and Jokers are doing a very good job at focus firing. Fadu is about to go down. There is no way he's getting away from those tanks. Racist Tails takes a lot of hits as he goes for him, but Glory is able to pick up the kill, but he got comboed very hard. Hated Fate trying to do the damage in the back, but at this point, Jokers looks like they have picked up the win just on kills alone. Caps not going to be a factor here. His Royal Fatness not able to put his gun in until the end of the game there, it looked like. He's able to stay pretty healthy, but it's not going to be doing RGN any favors there. At this point, it's pretty much game over. Fatness taking a lot of hits there. Dragon Creek down to 1. Gakati gets picked up by Fatness. But at the same time, Dragon Creek goes down. Hated Fate going down. His Royal Fatness in the back also as well. About to go down to Raindrop or Whitetails. Whitetails with the ram and the shot. And now it's just Hated Fate left alone versus 4 Jokers tanks. Trying to stay alive as long as he can. He's got a lot of damage modules there. Not able to repair, of course. The E5 going to be susceptible to module damage as a result of not having those double repairs a lot of the time. Hated Fate able to survive a little bit longer at the end. But in the end, Jokers pick up that game with 6,000 HP left. RGN a little bit over aggressive. A little bit of a blind push as well. They must have thought that the E5, I believe, of Racist Tails was a quick pickup, and that they'd be able to catch Jokers off guard if they pushed aggressively. But Jokers was able to come in and intercept with those Krons, put in a lot of damage into an IS-4 at the beginning, and pick up basically the win right off the bat. RGN just was not able to follow through with their aggression and pick up the damage where they needed to. So Jokers pick up the first win there. Rain down 1-0. Joker is going to be taking a different lineup this time. Double E5s, double Krons, an IS-4, a Mouse, and a Vickers Light. This time they will be taking the Vickers. RGN, Rain, going to be taking triple Krons, double E5s, a Mouse, and a T22. Now, T22 versus a Vickers in a 1 versus 1 should be a little bit difficult for the Vickers to come out on top. That is, if the T22 is able to close the distance. The Vickers will have to stay away from that Vickers, or from the T22, as long as possible in order to keep that gun in the game. But again, we could be seeing an aggressive spotting run at the start from the Vickers. It's going to be down to Wabbit to get the information for Jokers. RGN, we're maybe counting on the Vickers information to be complete, but they weren't able to spot the Kranvans, who were just a little bit slow to the fight, but that ended up coming out for their advantage, or to their advantage. Being unspotted, they were able to catch the push off guard. But here we see game 2. Let's see if Jokers are able to extend their lead on Yukon, or if RGN will be able to answer right back with a win. It looks like I'm gonna have to switch these. The Wabbit, with the spotting run, not able to spot anything. Racist Tails gets spotted by Fadu in the E5. It seems like that bush has a hole in it, because tanks are getting spotted through it. Hated Fate and TJF Blue get spotted crossing. Whitetails and Racist Tails both spotted as well. Dragon Krieg on the C cap, able to take it uncontested. Raindrop in their mouse, also able to take their cap. But a lot of these RGN tanks are spotted. Whitetails and Racist Tails have been spotted. I might have missed Wabbit getting spotted, but we've got a lot of tanks spotted in this area here. Both teams meeting on that D cap. Assassin getting spotted again. I don't know. Is that bush like broken? Does it not work? I think he might have just poked over too far to this side on that second peak, but that bush doesn't seem to give a lot of cover in terms of spotting. But RGN have made a rotation away from D. Jokers are finding that to be the case, and they're going to be getting onto the D cap now. Jokers are down on caps. RGN have the cap advantage. Fadu is going to be getting onto that A cap to try to keep the cap advantage for RGN going. Jokers going to be pushing forwards, looking for a push because they're going to be down on caps. They're going to get on the B cap. Oh no, the RGN is on the B cap. Raindrop spots Dragon Krieg, but they really can't do anything about it. Raindrop might have to reset, but they're not going to get there in time. They couldn't turn around for it. And just like that, RGN actually have 3 caps to Joker's 1, and that is going to be a huge advantage for them. They just need to sit back and make that cap advantage work for them. Of course, it's going to be down to them to make their defense strong. Jokers bleeding a little bit of HP there. Whitetails, a lot of tanks spotted for Jokers, and that's going to be really good information for RGN as they set up a defense. It looks like RGN is going to be backing away from the big cap. Gonna be leaving Dragon Krieg a little bit alone, and it looks like that might bite them here. Blacktails looking for some shots into him. Not a lot of damage going into those tanks, aggressing for RGN. Oh, and it looks like Jokers is going to go for that push there. Glory and Dragon Krieg are going to be in a little bit of trouble. Jokers look like they might be able to do some damage here and pick up some kills. Fadu in the back. Going to be 1 versus 1 against Wabbit, as you can see there. But so far, not a lot of damage has gone into a single tank. Whitetails now actually going to be the focus target. Dragon Krieg going to get pushed on at the same time. His Royal Fatness has a clip for him. Going to be working with Zeta and Hated Fate to pick up Whitetails here, and he goes down. First kill of the game, and RGN's cap advantage is going to be extended because of that. Assassin is next. Racist Tails getting focused out by TJF Blue. Looks like he has a shot in him there with HE. Puts him down to 66 HP. Dragon Krieg has still survived despite getting pushed on by the initial push force of Jokers. Gonna be an extremely long time that the mouse survives. Wabbit looks like he's down to 1 HP, or 1 shot of damage, and Fadu is able to get the pickup. Assassin also gonna go down pretty soon to Zeta. Blacktails also looks like he's gonna get picked up, but at this point, this is a 1 game for RGN. Fadu with the pickup. Blacktails going down as well. Raindrop and Kakati, last 2 tanks alive. But it doesn't matter because RGN were able to pick that game up on the points. Jokers were not able to pick up the damage in their push, similar to what happened to Rain last time. So just like that, RGN are able to equalize 1 point for everybody. As we go into the rest of these games here, next map is going to be Faust. Now, something that I did not mention is that these sets of games are going to be best of 9. So first to 5 is going to be crowned the winner. Not the winter, the winner. My mistake. But Faust, one of my favorite maps, for competitive at least. just because of the amount of openings that can be come up with. I mean, there's a lot of just weird elevation changes that teams can take advantage of. And I find that to be interesting. Like, when a team runs a new strategy, like, I always think back to what Ishtar was doing back in the fall 2020. I think they ran a bunch of autoloaders under the B cap, which I had never seen before. And teams just keep coming up with new ideas on this map. It doesn't get stale, really. But here we're going to see RGN going to be taking double IS4s, double E5s, double crons, and a Batchat, 25 ton. Joker is going to be taking double E5s, triple crons, a Vickers, and an IS4. Taking a pretty safe lineup there. Batchat versus Vickers should be interesting to see. If the Batchat's able to kite with the clip, I mean, the Vickers just doesn't have a whole, doesn't have a lot of a chance there. But if the Vickers can stay on the Batchat and shoot apart with his DPM, and that fight is gonna be going to the Vickers. And then once that mobile tank is free to roam the battlefield, it could wreak havoc on the enemy team. But let's see how these teams decide to play this. Will RGN be able to take the lead in the third game, or will Joker take back the lead that they started with? Wabbit's going to be getting onto the C-cap. Fatness in his Batchat going to be getting onto D. So basically, both light tanks are going to be taking their respective caps. Reset going in from AMJ. None of them going to be hitting though, because Fatness and Wabbit are both taking the caps in a safe position there. RGN though, all the meanwhile has been going for A, as we can see here though. Yaro and Assassin gonna be playing passive on the A cap, but they're gonna need some support. Whitetails though gonna be getting the B cap. Quick caps going in from both teams here. Whitetails gonna keep the cap advantage for Jokers, and RGN and Rain are gonna have to make a push. So it's gonna be up to Jokers to set up their defense well. Blacktails, as we can see here, gonna be pushing forwards, aggressive for the D cap, and it looks like Jokers are just gonna be going for all the caps here. They are not gonna be holding back at all. RGN have found themselves with one cap and little map control here. It could spell trouble for them. I mean, Jokers just gonna be taking a lot of map control. Kakati and Blacktails setting up on the ramps, able to defend and spot there. Meanwhile, Joker's C has been... Ooh, we got a counter push coming in from Rain. Widemoe and Fadu getting onto the B cap, while we have Hated Fate and Glory going to be backed up by Zeta and Dragon Krieg pushing for the D cap again. Now they have the advantage here. If they're able to push this, will they be able to take advantage? We'll have to see. I mean, these pushes here are tough to do, because if you do play a little bit aggressive... Oh, here we go. Moe and Fadu gonna be pushing forwards. MJ takes a lot of hits there, but he should be okay. Only Moe and Fadu are able to shoot him. He's got a clip for Fadu, and if it looks like Fadu is gonna get focused out here by MJ, a lot of tanks are going in on Fadu. Fadu taking a lot of hits, about to go down at the same time. Jokers haven't bled a lot of HP. Only MJ is the focus target. Widemoe gonna get focused out next. I mean, RGN not able to put any focus fire in. Glory takes a lot of hits. I'm not sure where exactly he is, but he has been bled out very hard. There he is. Yaro and Assassin able to pick him up. Widemoe goes down as well. Joker's gonna be winning this game on focus fire, it looks like, if they're able to keep it up. Hated Fate looking for a clip. Dragon Krieg gets hit there once. He's taking a lot of hits. I mean, he's in the middle of all these Joker tanks. RGN just really cannot win this game anymore. They don't have the HP, they don't have the caps, and they definitely do not have the numbers. And Dragon Krieg goes down. Wabbit goes down to Hated Fate. His Royal Fatness is going to be taking the C cap to try to take control of the caps, but at the same time, Whitetails is going to be getting on B to make sure that RGN are not able to pull a cap win. His Royal Fatness takes a shot there in the bat chat. Not sure what he was doing poking there. I guess maybe he was trying to stay clear from some guns, but instead gets shot twice for it. His Royal Fatness taking a shot from Yaro. He's going to be poking, trying to get some damage in. Able to hide before Yaro is able to pick him up. RGN trying to come back here. Hated Fate getting clipped out by all of those Krans as well as Assassin. Zeta and Hated Fate gonna be working together, trying to get some kills, but his Royal Fatness goes down to Whitetails. I mean, Whitetails has just been going around the map, picking up the kills. Hated Fate goes down. Zeta not able to pick up another kill. And Jokers pick up the first game on Faust. On caps and on kills. RGN's focus fire failing them that game. Jokers were able to set up defensively. RGN trying to make quick rotations, but I mean, they have been going down on caps. They're not able to pick up the kills there. I mean, of course, it is coming down to focus fire in the end here. RGN and Jokers not going to be wasting any time. They're going to be pushing straight into each other, not letting the cap game, or trying to not let the cap game come into effect there. But Jokers and RGN both very cognizant of the caps and taking them. Meanwhile, they do the pushes, so both teams are playing well. I mean, they're trading wins so far. I'd say that the wins are pretty decisive when they happen. I mean, the first game, Joker won by about 6,000 HP. The next game, Rain won by about 6,000. In that game, just now, I think Jokers won by about 6,000. So each of them are decisive victories in one team's favor, but it's not like one team is getting absolutely pummeled. So these teams are going at it, giving each other a hard time. So Joker's going to be taking triple crowns, double E5s, an IS4, and a Vickers. I believe that's the same lineup as the last game. RGN going to be taking double IS4s, triple crowns, an E5, and a T22. T22 versus Vickers matchup coming back. In the last game that was the matchup, RGN was able to come out on top. We'll see if that's the case this time, or if Jokers will extend their lead to 2 points. But here we go. Jokers versus Rain. I mean, these matches are going to be lightning fast. Joker is going to be playing for an A cap this time. We've got Wabbit taking D again. Dragon Creek spotted. Wide Moe and TJF Blue spotted, going towards the B area. It looks like they might just be going straight aggressive into that D cap area. And it looks like they are just going to be going for it. MJ puts a shot into TJF Blue. Wide Moe now covering there. MJ taking an HE shell. Joker is going to be spotting Fadu. Fadu needs to get clear of those guns there. Maybe overstayed a little bit. Could get hit, but it looks like he's going to be safe for the time being. So Fadu's able to get out of there. Joker is going to be taking the A cap, but RGN's going to be taking D from right under their noses. Fadu takes one from where? Must have been Blacktails. RGN is now taking the C cap, delay cap there, and Wide Mo is going to get onto B. Will MJ be able to reset? And there is no way that MJ is going to be resetting, because look at that cover that Mo has. Only something from down below over there would be able to reset, but nothing is going to be set up there for Jokers. TJF Blue needs to be careful though, because he is a little bit overextended. Are RGN able to get cover fire? It looks like they might be able to with those crowns there, although Zeta has been spotted. And it looks like RGN is going to be making a play with their crowns here. Look at those triple crowns go as they look for a target to dump clip on. Wide Moe spotted on the ramps here, but RGN have taken map control from Jokers. TJF Blue going to be getting away. And Joker's gonna be pushing across the decap, looking for a kill. Fadu able to spot them up. He was sitting in the bush over here. Glory's taking some hits. It looks like these Krons are spotted. TJF Blue taking some hits. Whitetails was going into the B cap, but he is gonna be alone versus 2 tanks at least. Dragon Krieg gonna be coming in as well. Whitetails perhaps trying to bait these IS-4s out into the open. Wide Moe trying to get... Oh, Glory just took a lot of hits there. Blacktail's able to clip him out. Has one more shot for him. Not able to pick him up though. Glory with 155 HP. Zeta taking a lot of hits. Ran into a crossfire. Not a good play there. Was helping Glory out, but he gets absolutely demolished. And Hated Fate is going to be next. RGN just bleeding so much HP here. Jokers was able to set up there to defend. Blacktail is pushed forwards, and it looks like it kind of baited a reaction from RGN. Although this game isn't won for them, for Jokers just yet. They don't have the caps. RGN need to pick up more kills. Wide Moe is going to be looking for MJ, TJF Blue, and Dragon Krieg working together on Assassin. TJF Blue going to be low on HP. He might get picked up soon by Kakati. Kakati has 3 shells. MJ, there is no way TJF Blue is going to be surviving. Goes down there. Caps still in the favor for RGN, but they're gonna need to stay alive, and it doesn't look like they're gonna be able to do so. Fadu is still on the A cap, now gonna be taking A back. Dragon Krieg trying to stay alive as long as he can, but he is gonna be going down to MJ or Yaro or Wabbit. Oh, but Fadu is able to pick up MJ. Yaro has a kill though. 800 cap points for RGN. This is still close. Kakati puts a shot into Mo. Cap's gonna be taken by Wabbit. Fadu trying to put as much damage in as he can in the back to try to help out Mo in this 2 versus 2. Wabbit in the meanwhile gonna be dragged away, trying to take control of the caps, and Wide Moe gonna be pushing past Yaro to take control of the caps again. Fadu's gonna get focused out by Kakati, and that might be the game-winning play for Jokers, because Fadu's gonna go down here without support. He's able to get a bounce. Wabbit though is gonna be persecuting him and able to pick up the kill. Wide Moe at the same time is gonna go down to either Yaro or Kakati. He needs to pick up this kill, but it's gonna be tough for him with that reactive. 357. Again, the E5 with the reactive, able to pick up the clutch. Choker's gonna be winning this game. Unless Wide Moe does some miracles, but at this point, no, there's no way. Wide Moe going down to Kakati. That game coming down really close. But Jokers had that game once they were able to clear those Krons from RGN pushing. Jokers winning 2 back-to-back on Naval. Or not on Naval. On Faust. Vineyard is going to be the next map. Joker is going to be 2 wins away from picking up the grand finals. RGN still have some time to recalibrate and try to pick up the wins and try to equalize, but at this point, 2-point lead is going to be a little bit comfortable for Jokers. RGN in the hot seat for the time being. Joker is going to be taking triple Krons, double E5s, a Vickers Light, and a Mouse. RGN, meanwhile, are going to be taking double Krons, double E5s, an E100, an IS-4, and a T-22. The Vickers Light last game was able to neutralize the cap lead that RGN was trying to take. I mean, RGN had 3 caps at one point, but they weren't able to defend. Glory got caught really off guard and bled a lot of HP to one of the Krons, and then RGN got baited into trying to like clear that one Kron really fast, but they ended up running into a trap. I think it was 2 Krons, or it could have been 2 E5s and a Kron. Were able to do a whole lot of damage onto the push force that RGN sent on that one Kron. And after that, I mean, Jokers is pretty clearly in the advantage there. Vineyards. We'll see if RGN's able to come back or if Jokers are just going to be running away with the wins here. Loading into the game. You see Jokers making their way over towards the C cap, although they might be looking for a play on the encounter cap. We'll see where Wabbit goes. He should be getting some good information on where RGN are sending their tanks. Hated Fate and Widemoen as well as Glory going to be going for the encounter area. Wabbit going to be trying to spot tanks, but is not able to spot anything because of that building there. Fadu, very aggressive into the ruins area. Going to be defending against anything going towards the A cap. Assassin is spotted on, or going towards A. Yaro is spotted going towards C. Widemoen Hated Fate now spotted poking the middle area here in counter cap area. Assassin going to be taking the A cap. RGN going to be leading 2 E5s and T22 over for that A area, but Zeta is already spotted. This could mean trouble for these RGN tanks in the middle here because, yeah, I mean, Jokers know that they have the advantage here to peek here. They're putting a whole lot of damage in, and Blacktails is the only tank from Jokers to have taken damage. Not only do Jokers have the damage on RGN, they are able to also get 2 caps. They have C and A. This is not looking good for RGN. Dragon Krieg. Ooh, Dragon Krieg should move. He's going to be in trouble. I mean, RGN are trying to get this assassin tank, but it's going to be a pretty hard bait here. I mean, assassin is not the tank they want to knock out, really. They really need to defend their tanks, but if they're able to get that pickup quick, it could be good for them, because then they would be able to push onto that A area. Whitetails and Yaro going to be leading a push over for Dragon Krieg. He needs to back out of there, and he should be able to do so safely. Yeah, and he's going to be very cognizant of those Krans in the middle there and does not want to get clipped by them. Assassin still taking hits, but he is still going to be alive. TJF Blue and Zeta going to be pushing forwards, but they are going to be running into a huge crossfire. Zeta pushing out in the open. Not a good play there. Looked like it was very rushed. And Hated Fate now going to be taking the brunt of those Joker Krans there. Blacktails is getting focused out. MJ getting focused out. Hated getting focused out. I mean, Mo is also very low. RGN doesn't look like they're going to be winning this game so far unless they're able to keep their one-shots alive. But Hated Fate goes down to MJ. Wide Moe gets picked up. Blacktails is still alive, and Glory's going to get focused out next. Assassin finally goes down, but that took RGN such a long time to do so. And RGN are down 3 tanks. Meanwhile, Jokers are only down 1, and as you can see there, the HP advantage is not getting anywhere closer in RGN's favor. Padu might have the pickup an MJ, but wasn't able to get his turret around. TJF Blue on the A cap might be able to get him. Gonna be over peeking a little bit, but is able to get away with it freely. Dragon Krieg gonna get focused out here by Yaro. Wabbit has the flank on him. TJF Blue pushing forwards, trying to get Wabbit off of the back of Dragon Krieg. But at this point, it's a losing battle for RGN, and Jokers are gonna be winning another game here. TJF Blue pushing for Wabbit. Not able to do a whole lot. I mean, they have 2 caps. Rain have 2 caps. But at this point, TJ is just getting 3 versus 1. I mean, this is just really tough odds for him to overcome. Yaro puts a shot in. Wabbit is about to get the kill shot. No, it's Kakati. And Jokers pick that game up. 4,000 HP and 1,000 points of cap. And Jokers seem to be running away with the lead here. The momentum is heavily in their favor. RGN 1 loss away. Jokers only 1 win away from winning the grand finals with a very, very strong scoreline. Would be 5-1. And RGN need to be, I mean, I wouldn't say panicking, but they are definitely in some sort of state. They need to pick up a win And I mean, at this point, they'd have to win 4 wins back to back to win this set. I mean, if RGN are able to pull this off, it would be amazing. But it doesn't seem like that's going to be happening. Joker's only 1 win away from winning the grand finals. Jokers, very quick to ready their lineup. Triple crons, double E5s of Vickers, and a mouse. I mean, they have been putting those crons in absolutely dominant positions, able to get just devastating clips off while staying hold down. And RGN has not been able to come up with an answer to that. But here we are. RGN's going to be taking triple IS4s, double crons, an E5, and a Vickers light. RGN going into these games knowing that they cannot lose anymore. Joker going into these games saying, we've only got to win 1 more. The odds, needless to say, are going to be in Joker's favor going into the rest of these games. And let's see if Jokers are able to pick up the final win they need, or if RGN are able to hold out a little bit longer and pick up their first win in 3 games. Wabbit going to be speed boosting for the B cap. Israel Fatness in the Vickers going to be speed boosting for the A cap. Nothing going to be resetting either of these tanks. I mean, this it's really safe to cap these, although Wabbit is in an interesting position here. Actually could get reset, but nobody's going to be hitting him. TJF Blue and who else is that? Dragon Krieg in IS4 is going to be holding over towards the C cap. What a shot there from Kakati. Think into the side of Hated Fate's turret. There we go. With heat. Early bleeds going to Joker's favor. RGN going to be playing this very safe. Dragon Krieg and TJF Blue now going to be moving in for the C cap. I don't think Yaro and MJ have resets there. And Jokers doesn't really have any tanks in positions to reset either. So this could be a good play for RGN. As long as Jokers does not counter push or do something like that. But it looks like they are stacking some tanks here. Although I would expect Jokers to make a play on the other side if they do anything. And here we go. Yaro is going to be in a position ready to reset. But they're just going to be letting them take the cap. It looks like Hated Fate going to be spotting Blacktails and Kakati in the middle there. Backing now over for the C area. Assassin pushing forwards in the mouse. And I mean, RGN may be having a little bit of trouble dealing with the HP that Jokers have. Hated Fate spotted in the middle again. Able to get some spots off on, I believe it was MJ or Yaro. So good information there. Oh, but it looks like Hated Fate might be in trouble. If RGN's not able to back him up, Jokers could just do the same thing as last game and aggress in the middle area. MJ pushing forwards. Whitetails also getting map advantage. Assassin spotted on the A side, and it looks like Jokers are going to be going for Hated Fate here. Though they're not able to get a huge volley off. Oh, but Hated takes another shot there. We've got Jokers counter push going in over here. Rain only have 3 tanks on this side. And they're going to be getting aggressed on by the mouse again. I mean, they have to choose their focus target well. Hated Fate in trouble in the IS4. And not a lot of damage going into those Jokers tanks. I mean, again, it looks like RGN just going to be losing this game on focus fire. Although Glory and Zeta coming in now. But they're going to get clipped out if they try to support. Zeta's just pushing in at this point. Shooting Whitetails, but he's going to get clipped out by Kakati. Dragon Krieg getting shot across. Hated Fate gets picked up by Assassin. And Assassin going to be pushing forwards. His Royal Fatness now going to be going for the A cap again. RGN losing this game on caps. Our Jokers have control of all 3 caps. They're able to get a huge volley into Glory. Zeta's going to be next. I mean, it does not look organized for RGN at all. Unfortunately, they were not able to deal with the aggression that Jokers put on them. His Royal Phantom gets picked up. And it's only 4 tanks left. Zeta is down to 1 shot of HP. Assassin picks him up there. And that's going to be game, set, match for Jokers. 5-1 against RGN. GG's in the chat. And, I mean, in the end there, I was saying the momentum was just entirely in Joker's favor. RGN just weren't able to put their tanks in positions to cover for each other. And they played a split strategy at the end there. And they weren't able to get shots on the Kranvans that were aggressing in the middle there. Unfortunately for them, that's going to be losing them the game. I mean, Jokers was just able to push their tanks up super aggressive and put the damage in where they needed to. And that type of focus fire is going to be winning them the game's 5-1 scoreline. I mean, really impressive scoreline. We've only seen something like that a few times before. But, I mean, yeah, that's going to be the conclusion of the spring season. So, the order there would be Jokers in first, RGN in second, Pramo is going to take third, and I believe Apex taking fourth. And yeah, I mean, that's it. That's it, everyone. The conclusion of the spring season is here. Those are really quick matches, all things considered. 6 games happened in 37 minutes. And that's including 2 minutes in between games. So 6 games happened in 27 minutes. It's a very quick set there. And unfortunately, RGN were not able to come out, but huge congratulations to Jokers. I mean, they're going to be a relatively new team, I think. Some of these players, like, I think the core of their players have been playing for a few seasons together, but, I mean, they were able to win out against very strong opponents. RGN and Pramo were both playing for a very long time together. But yeah, again, huge congrats to Jokers for winning the Spring Professionals Tournament. So, I mean, I'm going to be ending the stream there. Thank you all so much for watching my streams just throughout this whole season and just in general. I guess just like a little bit of an announcement. I have plans for some more streams that will not be tournaments soon, so I think I have said this before, but this time it's for real. Anyways, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed these games, and I will see you next time.